here, and I will share my screen to kind of give you guys an idea of what we are doing. Um, so, can you guys see that on my screen here? So this is kind of what we have today. I'll have an agenda each meeting that we talk and go through. But today, obviously, there is no agenda since we don't really have anything on the docket planned or anything like that. But what I'd like to do is first off go through kind of introductions. So your name, kind of where you're from, and one of the things that I've done throughout this is I tried to learn about myself a little bit through the pandemic. I know it's a little bit different for you guys, but trying to find a way around the pandemic and see how it's affected you guys and how you've learned from that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll actually go ahead and go first and kind of talk to you a little bit about myself, because for the most part, you guys have no idea who I am. So I will talk a little bit about myself and go from there. So my name is Mr. Noroyan. I am the Director of Student Life here at Palma. Kind of a new title. So for those of you guys who were here last year, I am still doing all the ASB stuff, which is what you're doing here. But I'm also taking over some of Mr. Dahlman's roles as the director or as the dean of students that he was last year. And obviously he's our president now. I'm from Salinas. I have 2 kids. I have 2 daughters, a 3-year-old and a almost 2-month-old, and my wife, and we live here in Salinas as well. So I was born and raised. And the one thing I've learned, really about myself through the pandemic is patience. When you're at home all the time and you don't get to go anywhere, I've learned to be patient with my family, with my friends, and just in general with everyone, because of, obviously with everything going on. So that's some of the things that I've learned about myself as we move through this. So if we could just go ahead and go down the line, I guess it doesn't really matter. If Gibson, if you want to get us started here, we can go ahead and start with you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Gibson Stoffel. I have lived in Salinas my whole life, and I have a brother and sister, and something I've kind of learned over the pandemic is kind of like what my interests are. I've been trying some new things, like working with wood and craftsmanship.
Awesome. Thank you, Gibson. Luke.
Hi, my name is Luke. I live in Salinas. Like, I've lived here for a long time, half of my life. And the pandemic has showed me like patience to like it, because with anything, whether it's like ordering anything or online, like for school, and you can't get it right away, it's a little bit struggling. But for the most part, the pandemic hasn't been too hard on me because I live on a ranch, so it's easy for me to get outside and do something.
Awesome. Thank you. Aiden.
Okay, my name is Aiden Valise. I've lived in Salinas for my whole entire life, and I have 2 brothers. One goes to Palma, and he's in 9th grade. And something I learned about myself through the pandemic is that I actually really like to cook.
Awesome. Have you thought about joining the culinary club, Aiden?
Yeah, I was thinking too.
It's never too late. Never too late. Griffin.
Okay, my name's Griffin Stoffel. I have also lived in Salinas my entire life. But one thing I learned over the pandemic is to be more creative. I've always liked building things and stuff, but I've never had an idea has never really just popped in my head until the pandemic. So the pandemic, I guess, taught me to be more creative.
Awesome. Thank you. And Jeremy, you want to close us out?
All right, my name is Jeremy Ramirez. I was born in Salinas, and I haven't really lived anywhere else. Something I've learned through the pandemic is that, well, it doesn't really affect me since I already never really go outside.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I know it's not always easy, but I like for you guys to get to know each other because throughout the year, you know, whether it be via Zoom or we're back in person at some point in time, this is going to be something that that we're going to be working together on. And overall, as a junior high ASB, you guys were voted by your peers to lead your class. And your specific classes, but in reality, really be the leaders of the junior high. And I know it's a little bit of a different struggle because of the fact that we just aren't on campus. But one thing that I think is important for us to understand and to relish in is that you guys had the courage, and I think I sent a video to you guys and thanking you. You know, it's it takes a lot to put yourself out in front of everybody and to be the face of something, right? And so I appreciate the fact that you guys were willing to do that. It shows leadership, it shows courage, to put yourself out there and be a bigger part of the school itself. So I want to thank you guys for that. As you can see there under discussion, right, I have events for the 2020-2021 school year. Right now, we don't have any events planned. And the reason is at the end of the school year last year, when we normally start planning things and start putting dates down, there just wasn't much. I think you guys do have at some point a junior high winter formal that would be coming up. We would have already had our first dance, our back to school dance, so on and so forth, if everything was a regular time. But just because of the situation, we don't have anything planned. But that doesn't mean that we can't. One thing that is more than that we could do is plan just a simple Zoom event. For instance, this weekend, this Friday, we're putting together a freshman mixer. And it's something that we're going to give a shot to. We don't know how it's going to work exactly. We're going to give it a try and do a Zoom event with that. And in that, they're going to do kind of an icebreaker to start. Then we're going to push them into breakout rooms and they're going to introduce themselves, kind of like what you guys have already done. And then they're going to do a scavenger hunt. And we're going to have prizes to go with that scavenger hunt type thing that they'll be looking through things throughout the house. So those are some of the things that we're kind of planning on doing right now. And so we're trying to kind of find a way to go about bringing you guys together. And one thing I definitely want to push with you guys, and it's not, some clubs are a little more restrictive because they are only high school clubs, but I want you guys to reach out and have your classmates reach out for clubs as well. Especially now, it's important for you guys to interact outside of the classroom. So we have a bunch of new clubs that are started this year that I think are vitally important to just the whole atmosphere of our student body. And I want you guys to be a big part of that as well. So that being said, did you guys have any ideas about possible events that you may have for the school year this year? And it could be anything. I will tell you this, guys, I'm a huge believer in equality. I don't think there's a stupid idea. I think there's ideas that need to be refined, if that makes sense. I truly believe that we can find ways to do it and get things done. And if there's a will, there's a way. And I want this to be student-led. I don't want this to be, hey, Mr. Naroyan's doing the leading in this. I want you guys to really push yourselves forward and move into a leadership role at this point. So does anybody have any ideas or thoughts? It could be something as simple as, hey, we're going to do some type of, Zoom kind of party type thing, or it could be go further than that. So you guys can go ahead and unmute yourself if you have anything.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, such as a digital scavenger hunt. I feel like that would be something fun to do.
Okay. All right. Something that we could definitely look at. Anything else, guys? And trust me, I'll know more after Friday night when I run my first ever Zoom scavenger hunt here. I'll know a little bit more about how it goes. Anything else?
I was thinking that we could have just one tradition, really anything, like once a month, maybe twice a month.
So like some type of what do you mean tradition?
Like maybe the digital scavenger hunt this month, something else this month.
So a monthly, like a monthly class or junior high get together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I like that idea as well. Anything else? You know, what are some of the things that you know we like? I mean, you could even do a junior high kind of and I'm not sure how it's run. I do know some people who have done them, but like a junior high challenge where, you know, you guys film and you play cornhole, right? Or you do a junior high cornhole game, or you do a junior high like game of horse, right? Where you videotape yourself playing horse or something like that. Definitely something that you could do.
Oh, I have an idea.
Mhm.
So since we do have a lot of new clubs, we could do like for the monthly thing, like a little portion that is just the club show off like what they did.
Oh,
Because I know like mountain biking is going in Fort Ord, and like they could take maybe a picture or something, and or the culinary club if they create like a really cool cake or something.
Okay, I like it.
it's like a picture contest in a way.
Okay, yeah. So you do like a picture contest. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be cool.
I concur.
A video contest, right? I know Wheelman's Club, Mountain Bike Club, they can wear their GoPros on their helmets or something and check that out and do like a little video montage. That'd be kind of cool. Absolutely. Cool. You know, one thing I saw, and it's kind of cheesy, but it's something that's a contest that you can do, is a sidewalk chalk contest where you go and you draw something on the sidewalk and you take a photo and submit it and it's judged and something like that.
Like an art contest in a way.
What's that?
Like an art contest.
Yeah, a little bit of an art contest, right?
Okay.
Absolutely. I like where we're going with some of this stuff. This is good. And you can do it once a month and all those things start adding up. You could do we got one more coming in here. Luke's coming in. I don't know how many of you guys watch like the Food Channel or anything like that, but they do that guys grocery games where they get food and you put it together and then they cook it. Maybe we could do something like that. You know, here I don't know how we would judge that per se. Everybody's doing it from home, but you could do something like that. That would be kind of cool. So, some type of cook off. Hey Luke, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. So Luke, we were just going through some ideas for events for this year. We don't necessarily have anything planned per se right now, but the opportunity to have some different clubs and run some different ideas through that. Did you have anything that maybe you could add or thought about or whatnot?
Not really.
Okay. Okay, so So if we don't have anything else, guys, that's kind of the meeting for today. Why don't we do this? Let's take a look at maybe we can get something going by the end of this month. Would you guys, and we can meet again next Tuesday. We'll probably keep these times the same. So like Tuesdays at noon, if that works for everybody. And I know everybody kind of has the, you guys are all on Google Classroom now. So for junior high ASB, so I can add you there fairly easily. Let's pick one of these things, one of these ideas that we had here, and let's run with it to kind of, to add to this. So I know Griffin and Gibson, you guys both had questions. So Griffin, go ahead and ask yours, and then Gibson.
Well, it wasn't a question, but just with the theme of the month, we could do a costume contest.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, we can do a costume contest where you submit, junior high submits their costumes, and whoever wins, you know, is the, you know, we can get gift cards and things like that to go with it. Absolutely. Gibson?
I was just gonna ask that I was looking on the Flash Forward Friday schedules,
Mhm.
and it also said that on Thursday there's going to be an ASB meeting at 8.
That's for the high school. So you guys don't have to go to the high school. And yours will always be junior high ASB.
Okay, so our schedule for ASB is that we're always gonna meet on Tuesday, 12 o'clock.
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
So, Luke, you had a question.
We could do a pumpkin carving contest too.
Ooh, I like that too. You could do two. I mean, you could really do two of them, right? You could do a pumpkin carving and a costume contest. So you could have two of those. That'd be something that'd be neat. Sorry, I'm just trying to update this here.
I'm kind of thinking that like according to the holidays and the months that there's gonna be like a special little event for them.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we, to be honest, guys, you guys seem like you're go-getters, and I like that about you. Other ASBs in the past, it kind of depends on the group of guys that I have, and sometimes they're not as willing to do some of the work. So I'm glad that you guys right now are kind of a little more willing and able to kind of get stuff done, and you want to do some different things. So that's a neat deal for sure. Jeremy.
I was thinking we could provide a small bit of extra credits to get more people to come into these events.
Okay, so yeah, we'd have to talk with teachers, but I know there's probably some people who'd be willing to do that. Miss DeSantis would probably be more than willing. Who do you guys have for religion?
Stephen.
Mr. Stebbins, 8th graders?
Yes.
Is that Mr. Stebbins? Oh,
I have with Mrs. DeSantis.
Yeah, 7th grade has Mr. Sanders. I can get Mr. Stebbins involved and probably get Mr. Sanders as well. Absolutely. All right, so let's look at this. You guys want to try to get something going with like and maybe it's not via Zoom. It's just a picture that you guys do, but you submit your best pumpkin and your best costume, and whoever wins that, they get a gift card to, you know, maybe we do like a DoorDash gift card or something, and they get a DoorDash gift card as a part of that. What do you guys think about that?
I concur.
I agree with that.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. So for the next meeting, which is next Tuesday, let's plan on planning that event out with those two things right there. We're going to need to get some a flyer out to our junior high guys, and that'll be who it's for. And we'll see kind of what the response is, and kids can take their pictures. We'll get teachers to kind of judge it, and say, hey, this person's our winner for this, and this person's our winner for that. We could even throw it in our flashback or our flash forward Friday on like the 30th, because I think it's the 30th is the Friday, and we can add that in there, and then the winner gets announced on that. It'd be kind of something that'd be kind of neat. I'm looking to make that a little more popular because I want people to understand what events are coming forward. for the next week. So if I can draw attention to it, by all means, then that's a cool thing. So awesome, guys. Well, that will be it for today. So now we have at least a topic to discuss next week for some business that we can plan out that event. And I will talk with Mr. Sullivan about getting some more dates on the calendar for the junior high. So I thank you guys. I know it's your lunch, so I want to get you back to your lunch as quickly as I can.